Well, firstly, congratulations on your pro licence.
Thanks.
How does it feel now to have that after your name?
Yeah, I think it's a personal achievement for myself, and obviously the highest qualification you can get in the game. So a lot of hard work over the years has gone into that. So seems so long ago now. It's been a long summer, but yeah, from a personal point of view, I was delighted to achieve it.
Well done. And like you say, it's been a long summer. The pre-season seems to have lasted forever, so you must be quite pleased now to actually be getting down to the real business. But the first thing to ask is why 6 o'clock on a Friday night? It seems very unusual.
You tell me. It's irrelevant to us. You know, we've had a long pre-season. We've been in for 10 weeks now. We've got a lot of good work done. Brought a lot of good players into the football club, and we're really excited to kick off the WSL2 season tomorrow.
And there's been quite a turnover as well. I think perhaps a few surprises in the departures as well. I mean, like Mary McAteer leaving. What's the thinking behind those that have gone?
Some wanted just to pursue different options. We did offer contracts to some players, and those were rejected for their own personal reasons. People come and go. It's part of football. We want people who want to play for this football club, and like I said before, the recruitment that we've done in the summer, we feel like we've built a really competitive squad.
And is that with a view that you think perhaps the division's going to be even stronger again this season?
Yeah, I think it's important that we keep saying we need to grow with everyone else in the league. The players that we've brought in, we've been strategic on what we've gone after to make sure there's a lot of depth within the squad, which was part of our technical review at the end of the season. We thought we fell short in certain departments, which ultimately you can't afford to, or you tail away from what you're trying to achieve. So the squad is big. And the quality is there for everyone to see.
Are you very mindful about the way you started last season as well, to eradicate that start?
I am, and we've spoke about it. And the form that I've seen in pre-season has been very good. And I think that's been stimulated by the competition. There's competition there throughout the whole squad, and I think the players know that. The players know that they have to perform. Like we always say, it's a short season. We've got 22 cup finals, and we need to get off to a winning start tomorrow night.
I know Sunderland got injured early. Was it Rangers? She wasn't involved last week, and you brought in a forward on loan until December. Is that a sign that Eleanor's not fit?
She's not fit to start tomorrow night, but it's not a long-term injury. She should be back pretty quickly. But we brought Kira Barry in because Kira Barry's got a lot of qualities that we like in a forward, and it's not to replace Eleanor Dale, it's to add more quality to that front line.
Sheffield United's always a place you've done well, so it's probably a good start for you.
Yeah, it's a nice ground. Like you say, we have done well against them previously, but they've brought in some good players as well. So pre-season's difficult to gauge because it's very behind closed doors. Teams don't give a lot away, so we don't really know what to fully expect. We know about the profiles of the players that they've brought in, which we're fully aware of, and we've planned for that. So I think tomorrow has to be all about us on the ball and what we do when we haven't got the ball. And like I said, from the performances that I've seen in pre-season, the players are fully prepared for that.
The division's been rebranded. I don't suppose that really makes any difference to you. It's sort of game of football.
Yeah, it's something different. I think the season's going to be a bit of a one-off with a prize at the end, but we're fully focused on one game at a time, and we feel like we can be competitive. So we have to make sure we're doing the right things in order to be up there.
Right.
Cheers.
Is it quite exciting that this season the door is that little bit more ajar at the top with the promotion opportunities?
I think so, and I think it's important not to look too far ahead. You have to make sure you get it right week in, week out in order to be there when it matters. There's no pressure on anyone else other than the pressure that we put on ourselves to perform well, and we feel really confident that we have got a strong squad that can compete, but we just have to be consistent. And like I said before to Nick, the squad depth should provide that consistency, I think, because if certain players aren't doing it, then there's someone else who can come in, so that should raise the bar for everyone within the group.
Do you think league-wide the sort of the talk and promises of minimum wages being put in place and that kind of thing is helpful for everyone as well?
I think we just have to grow the game. You have to grow it in a sustainable way, which I think this football club has done really well. 4 or 5 years ago we were a part-time team, and now we're fully professional. It doesn't happen overnight for some clubs, and we're on the right path, and we're hoping to have a good season.
Just think we might be speaking to her. How important in terms of the leadership role could Rhiannon be for you this season?
Yeah, she was a huge signing, and it didn't take much convincing for her to come to this football club either. She was really passionate about the project, about the vision and the ambitions for the team. She's a northern girl, and she just oozes class. She's going to be really, really important in that back line throughout the whole season. She's got a lot of experience that she can draw on and that she can give to the younger players within the group, and she's a really likeable person, and I think that's really important.
Hi Mel, you've brought in a lot of experience from what I can see, players who played in the top division in different leagues, or players who experienced promotion as well, so was that part of the thinking that you wanted something like that?
It was part of what we went after. We knew we had quite a young squad last season, and at times we probably didn't have enough leadership to get us over the line in certain moments. So bringing in players with that experience to kind of move the age a little bit older within the group was massive. And like I said before, these players have fitted in really well. They feel like they're at home, which is part of the culture and the environment that we've created. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for tomorrow's game to watch what I've seen for the last 6 weeks, and hopefully they can replicate that, and we'll be finishing the night with a win.
And you've made Rhiannon captain or team captain, just through the door. What was the thinking about giving her the armband?
I think when you've got someone of that kind of experience, you have to let them lead. Brianna's done a fantastic job over the recent years leading the team, and Brianna will move into a club captaincy role similar to the leadership group that the men follow. We've got some really strong leaders. We've got Tash Fenton, who will remain as vice captain. We've got Elna and Maz Shiva as part of the leadership group as well. So we've got 5 big leaders there, all got different types of personalities and different ways to lead, and we're hoping that'll, they'll use them kind of strengths that they've got to lead the team throughout the season.
And about half this division's probably looking at those 2.5 promotion positions and thinking that they can get them. What are your ambitions, and do you feel confident that you can be one of those teams with quite a lot of money being spent and some big clubs now in the Championship?
Yeah, I think we've, this season, going into this season, I think we've got the best squad we've ever had. I think that's a big statement, but we're well aware that we have to then produce, and there's no pressure from us or on us externally, and I think, as cliche as it is, we do just take one game at a time, but I think internally we have our own ambitions and we know where we want to finish.
Thank you. You mentioned that review that you held at the end of last season. Was it the depth? Was that a big thing that you took away in terms of the impact that some injuries you had? I mean, we talked about Elmer, obviously, it was a massive one last season, almost a bit of a sliding doors moment.
Little bit on the squad depth, a little bit on the age of the group, and to be honest, a lot of things were off the field as well. The scheduling, the timing of training, the timing that we eat, the little things that people don't see. So we have amended quite a few different things. We train at a different time now. We now eat after training, which again the feedback from the group is much better in terms of what we had last season. So it's just them little 1%ers that we can tweak to try and get the best out of the players.
And you mentioned there, Nick, about last season, it had been a really positive pre-season. I think you were a bit surprised by obviously the opening day. Is that something that in the back of your mind you're kind of thinking, how do we avoid that? And is there anything you can actually do to try and learn from that and change?
I think we just have to turn up. I think ultimately we didn't turn up last season against Birmingham, and a few weeks down the line we've seen the performances improve. Like I said, I think the competition within the squad will make sure that it's a better performance. The players have been told there's 22 cup finals, and we have to make sure we're fully present for every game that we play. The preparation has to be bang on every time we step onto the pitch. So like I said, we've had a good pre-season. We're not getting carried away. We didn't win any points. We've had some good performances. We've scored a lot of goals. We've kept some clean sheets, and it gives us confidence that what I've seen has been good. And now it's almost, we've done the rehearsal and the show is tomorrow.